We have been waiting for the United States to release images here countering Russia, and they've done so, and they are laughable, questionable at best. And Vladimir Putin and Russia, they are no angels. And I don't know where they're going with this, because it's no secret that Russia has been supplying weapons this whole time. I mean, look, they took over Crimea. They've had thousands of troops at their border this whole time. It's been known. I don't know if they're trying to steer the people's attention away from the flight here, since it didn't go down the way that they planned. But they're trying to put out images now stating that they have blast marks in Russia, and showing the marks where they landed on the other side in the Ukraine. Now, Russia has a right to have stuff, and we've known that they've been firing on the Ukraine military. They're not firing on the innocent civilians. That's what counts. The Ukraine military is the ones doing that, and they're not reporting that. No, they're not. And that's the main story that the mainstream will not report on, the genocide taking place there. Now, I want to point out a few things. This image in particular, you see the detail here? It's when they zoom in, you can see the detail in every single one of these, except for the blast rocket marks that they're trying to say is there. But one thing's for sure, in almost every single one of these cropped images, it matches the terrain on the bottom. All right? You Photoshop experts out there, the guys that have a knack for this is your calling. And right here, Russia extends over here. These blast marks are in the Ukraine on their own images. But once again, when you zoom in, the terrain matches, but you can see none of this in any of them. I mean, the terrain matches in every single photo. You see this piece? Every single photo. You can see all the slightest detail in every one, except for the main one. The one right in front of you, right here. This piece does not match whatsoever. Highly questionable, because it's their one piece of gold here showing that Russia actually has equipment right there instead of these blast marks. And even if it is their equipment, it hasn't been used. There's no blast marks behind them. They're just sitting there. Question is, though, every other photo we can confirm it's that site by the marks in the land. This one photo, you cannot. You don't see the road. You don't see the split down the middle of the frame, which is the big giveaway. And one can say, well, maybe it's half that or so. Why didn't they make the block smaller? Why didn't they show it specifically where they zoomed in like they did every single other picture? This one's different. Completely. None of the detail is in there. I've looked hard. Here, we'll zoom in. You get a lot better look here. I'm telling you, you're going to be hard-pressed to find anything in here. And I'm looking in the dark region because that's what would seem to match better than the lighter region. But I've looked through the whole thing. There's no road. There's no nothing. Nothing that I can find in this is showing this whatsoever. Like I said, every other shot, the details are there, matching the surroundings. This one's not. Show you the other ones. Once again, you can see this small piece of this is right here in the frame. Even the cut here in the middle of the block. See how small that block is? See, they pointed that out precisely. They pointed this out precisely. All of these spots precisely, except for not being able to see their supposed blast marks. Except for the one image. Completely off scale. Does not match whatsoever. So I wanted to point it out. This is what the United States has released. It doesn't touch anything that Russia's put out thus far. And like I said, they're no angels at this point, but they are defending men that are fighting for their lives over here in a genocide campaign. So you got to applaud them for that. I mean, if somebody's helping, I don't see anyone else helping here. I don't see any other country coming to their aid. And a lot of that has to do because the mainstream media is turning a blind eye because it's controlled. I've showed you this. by the same people carrying this whole thing out that are backing the West in there. So as of right now, Russia releasing their information, the radar image of the fighter jet within a minute of this flight going down, the fighter jet was right behind it. Get out of here. That's gold. All of this that they've put out, we were waiting on it. Here it is. Highly questionable. Highly. And things don't even match up. It's the worst part about it. So I don't know what they're trying to do here, but the fact of the matter is this: Kiev and the United States have been implicated in being involved in this whole thing. And everything they've coughed up thus far shows nothing toward Russia. So what? They've showed us nothing new. I was really hoping they had something here. Really was. But they don't. So, doesn't surprise me either way. I'll leave links. You know who's behind this. As we get more information, we'll continue to stack this, and in the end, we will bury these minions. Knowledge is power. We will win. I'm telling you. Don't just think that it's not possible. Where there's a will, there is a way. You got to be the change that you seek in this world. You have to be it. It was put in your mind, that thought, inside of you for a reason. For it to manifest out of you. You have to be the change that you seek in this world. Let's get active, guys. This has been Dabu7. Peace.